Mandy, and I am so excited that you are joining me today. I get a lot of questions from friends of mine about my picky eaters and how I get them to eat certain things, and also how I afford to buy the things that my kids like. I am blessed with three beautiful children, but what I was not blessed was with children with flexibility when it came to what they eat, especially in my son who has Asperger's syndrome. And so a lot of times kids with special needs have certain things that they like to eat, or there are certain things that they have to eat, and that can be quite expensive. So today I wanted to share with you one of the ways that I make the snacks and the things that they enjoy in a way that is cheap enough for us to be able to afford to do it. So, and I do couponing, but that's not the secret to my madness. And what I do though is very simple. So you're actually joining me in my kitchen today, and what I do is I buy the products that they love. Now, none of these products have endorsed me to show their products today, but I've got your regulars, your Cheetos and Bugles and Chips Ahoy and Oreos and Goldfish. So I have all kinds of different snack products that my kids love. And what I do is I take good stock in Ziploc or Publix brand or Bilo brand or Walmart brand, it doesn't matter. But I actually bag my kids' snacks. Now, there's two reasons why I do this. One is because of serving size. When you buy those prepackaged snacks, they come in a serving size, but they are not coming in a serving size that is what your kids need. If you look at the back of a Chips Ahoy cookies, it says that their 3 cookies are 160 calories. So, to me, that is exactly the amount of cookies my kids need. And sometimes I'll throw 4 in there because I like to be even. That's just one of my little OCD quirks. But I actually bag my kids' snacks for them. Now, when you buy the pre-packaged cookies of these, they come a lot of times 6 or 8 in a pack. And that is double the serving size that your kids need, especially at lunchtime or as a snack time in the car line. So what I do is I just take, and it just takes me about 5 minutes, and I bag their snacks for them. Now, this is 2 reasons. One, it is teaching my kids independence, and I want them to be independent of me, and not because I want to be lazy and I don't want to take care of my kids. I know a lot of moms that are sending their kids to school. My kids go to school, to public school. And I know a lot of moms who do that, and they bake cookies for their kids to take, and they actually pack their kids' lunches. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. But for my schedule, it just isn't what works. And so I actually take the time to split out their cookies for them and portion out their food, so that way we're teaching good eating habits and we're teaching them how to be independent. When they get up in the morning, they are going into the pantry and they are able to grab themselves their own snacks and make their own lunches. Even my kindergartner makes everything but her sandwich. So, and I've actually got an older sibling trained to help me with that. Now, why is this important? Because our mornings are chaotic, and there are more important things than making lunches. Making lunches is very, very important, but we get into the Word of God and pray with our kids each day, and that is more important to me than than taking the time to fix their lunch. I think of the saying, 100 years from now, it won't matter what kind of car you drove or the house you lived in. What will matter is who you were in the life of your children or in children. And for me, my children aren't going to remember lunch. They might say, oh, you know, Mom made some really great meals. And I hope they do. I hope that the meals that I cook for them are memorable. They have some favorites. But I really hope that at the end of my life, that they will want to remember me for the time I spent investing the Word of God into them. And so for me, it is an important priority to make myself available for them in the morning, for us to have time in the Word. And this frees me up for my own personal time. I have a lot of women ask me, Mandy, how do you get that personal time in the morning? By teaching my kids to be independent. They come down the stairs, and there are a lot of mornings that they see Mama sitting at the table or sitting in the living room, and she is reading her Bible. And I can do this because my kids have been trained to get these lunches for themselves. Now, the other thing I told you is that this is a frugal thing. These cookies were on sale this week, 2 for $5 at my BI-LO, and I got fuel perks. So I got money off my gas because of this. And so I'm saving money on gas. I'm saving money in the kitchen by buying these snacks. I'm saving time by freeing myself up to be able to be with my kids. I'm teaching them independence, which is a very valuable skill. There are lots of kids out there who cannot go and ask for a condiment themselves, or do not know how to do their laundry, or do not know how to fix a lunch. So I feel like I am doing them a favor and teaching them how to be productive. And the other thing is that I am teaching them good health, because they are able to make the right choice. And they know what they can take in their lunchbox. They can take a sandwich. They can take some kind of a chip. They have to take fruit, and they can take veggies if they want. I always have carrots and yummy things in there for them to take. And then they can take cookies. And the other thing that these snacks really help me with is I go to Carline. Like I said, my kids go to public school. My husband and I feel, and this is just our personal conviction, I am not pushing this conviction, but my husband and I feel like our children, we are raising them to be light and arrows, and we want to shoot them forth as lights of arrow in the dark world, and that includes into their schools where they can be lights. And so they take these prepackaged snacks. I take them in Carline with me, and this really helps because I can just grab bags and leave them in my car for snack time in the afternoons. So, like I said, it takes about 10 minutes. I'm almost done, and that's how I allow my kids to have these snacks that they like that are a little bit more expensive without buying the prepackaged. I just take the time and I invest in them. And a lot of times while I'm doing this, I'm praying for my kids, or I'm teaching them. Me and Lindsay have done this. She gets on a step stool and she counts out the 4 cookies, and that helps her in her counting and her one-to-one recognition. So use these moments as teachable moments for your kids. A lot of times I even teach Becca to do this, and I have her help to teach her responsibility, or Jared to teach him responsibility. So we take turns. This is a chore in our house. So, and it's a fun one. It's one they like to do. And then all of our snacks go in these drawers in our pantry, and they can pull them open in the morning, and they can grab their bags, and it's quick and easy and out the door. So I hope this was helpful to you. I know this isn't what I usually do on my blog, but I am trying to get a balance of biblical and practical, and how to combine those two, because the Lord is into the practicality. He wants us to minister to our families, and this is one of the ways that I minister to mine. Have a wonderful day. Live the Word, learn the Word, and love the Word.